What's wrong with you people?
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Entitled Parents, where an entitled mom goes full Bruce Lee on a girl. Yeah, stick around and let's see what happened. Entitled mom wants to sue me for my own birthday. Cast: entitled mom, entitled kid, my mom, teacher, me, and friends. Background: so this happened 10 years ago when I was in elementary school, but I still remember the story. It was January and also my birthday. Unfortunately, I got sick and couldn't celebrate. Because of that, we moved my birthday on the 25th of February, and here comes Entitled Kid. So Entitled Kid's birthday is at the beginning of February, so she already had her birthday party, but somehow she wanted to crash mine. I told my friends in elementary school that I was having my birthday party next week, and I invited them, except Entitled Kid, and so it all started. I was on my way back home from school with others, and Entitled Kid and her mother appeared. Entitled Kid: why didn't you invite me? Me: well, we're not friends. Entitled Mother: how dare you talk to my child like that? And also, she invited you to her birthday and you didn't come. Me: I was ill, by the way. Entitled Mother: we know you're sick. You're a bad influence to my daughter and you're toxic. I was 6 years old, so this really hit me, and you know how children are. I started crying and my friends defended me. Friends: stop being so rude. You're the only one being toxic and a bad influence, and it's good that you're not invited. Entitled Kid then screams: she's having a birthday party without me when I want to celebrate my birthday on the same day. She's being rude. She's having a party on my birthday. She steals my friends. Entitled Mother yells at me: how dare you! I hope none of your friends will come to your birthday. The arguing caught the neighbor's attention and scared Entitled Mother. The following week I had my birthday party and I thought it was all over. How wrong I was. A week later, Entitled Mother rings out doorbell and my mom opens. Entitled Mother: your child hit my precious angel in the face. Mother: what? When? Entitled Mother: your effing brat hit my child in school. Didn't I make myself clear? Mom: my child wouldn't do something like this. Me standing behind my mother. My mom was right, I didn't do anything, but now I really wanted to punch Entitled Kid. Entitled Mother: there she is. Steps towards me in an attempt to slap me. My mom pushes her away. Mom: that's enough of that. Entitled Mother: did you just push me? We will sue you and your child for that. You wanted to murder me, and your daughter already wanted to hurt my little angel. We somehow managed to throw her out of our house, but I don't know how we did. Since we knew that she claimed I hit Entitled Kid in her face in the school, actually in class, a teacher must have noticed it. So we asked our teacher. Entitled Kid and Entitled Mother were also there. Entitled Mother: this little piece of doo-doo hit my daughter. Teacher: that's not possible. You've said it happened in class, so I must have noticed it. Entitled Mother insulting our teacher: you're wearing glasses, so maybe you didn't see it. Teacher isn't listening to her anymore and asks us what really happened. Me: Entitled Kids always hits and kicks me under the table. I've got bruises everywhere on my legs and I didn't do anything. By the way, in the class, Entitled Kid sat right next to me. Entitled Mother: no, that's not true. She's lying. Teacher: she said she has bruises, so if you're right, she shouldn't have them. I showed them the big blue bruises on my legs where Entitled Kid kicked me and exposed that the I hit Entitled Kid in the face thing was all a lie. We couldn't sue them, but at least it all stopped. Fun fact, entitled kid ran against a glass door and hit her face, so it wasn't me. Hand me your laptop that belongs to the school. Cast: me, entitled mother, entitled kid, and campus aide. I'm 14 and my school is open campus. That also means that anybody can walk to the food areas. This was during lunch anyways. Here's the story. I was sitting at the table waiting for my friends to come back. I needed to finish my homework for the next period, so I got my school laptop and started to work on my assignment. After starting, this woman and her son, who may have been like 8 or 9, walked up to me. I didn't notice them at first, but then entitled mother cleared her throat, so I looked up. Now we aren't supposed to talk to strangers, and the campus aides were busy. The conversation went like this. Me: how can I help you? Entitled mother: can you move tables? Me and my son need to sit. Me: I'm sorry, I'm waiting for my friends and I was here first. Entitled mother: I don't care, move now. Me: like I said, no, please leave me alone. Entitled mother: fine, give me your laptop. I was confused, so I asked her to repeat it. OMG, are you deaf? Give me the laptop. Why would I do that? Because you didn't let us sit here, so you must learn your lesson for being rude to an adult. Then her little kid started whining. Me: no, I won't do that. Leave me alone. Entitled mother: just give me your laptop. It's my school's laptop. I can't give it to you. Entitled mother: then why aren't you at school? I will call the cops because you're ditching. We have lunch really early, so she was confused. Campus aide came over. Campus aide: miss, why are you here? Entitled mother: because this little brat won't let me sit here and is ditching school. No ma'am, she is not. I just sat there awkwardly and then my friends came. The campus aide told me to leave, so I left somewhere else. I don't know what happened to her, but my friends laughed when I told them. I can't believe I actually encountered one. So if you won't give me my seat, then hand me your laptop. You know, that's one of the perks of being an adult, because if a kid refuses to give you his seat, you can take his laptop. You know, I'm an adult and I have a room full of laptops and phones and iPads and all of that. From every time a kid refused to move out of his seat. Hi guys, and thank you for sticking around to hear the last and I guess the weirdest story of today's episode, where we have our typical Karen who fights a little girl in Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'll just go to the story. Karen kicks little girl in the face. So I got my first retail job when I was 13 and now I'm 23. So I have a lot of entitled parent stories, but this one is the worst. Sorry for my poor language, English is not my first language. And sorry for my poor language, as you might have noticed by now, English is also not my first language. I was working at a hotel from when I was 15 till I was 18 and I loved the job there. I was in charge of the disco for the kids staying at the hotel, so lots of dancing with kids aged 2 to 11, face painting and walking inside a big mascot costume. The mascot was incredibly cute, but the costume was giant and it was impossible to see anything in, and you weren't allowed to talk. Everything that was under a meter in height was out of my sight range in the costume, so whenever we were going around in one, someone had to follow us for several reasons. The person walking around with us basically had to be our voice and eyes, because we could walk in on stuff and kids, and the children could ask us questions, and last but the most important, someone had to deal with the entitled parents in the hotel. and I promise you, there was no shortage of those. Now, a lot of the entitled parents never understood that the other kids, and not just their own, wanted to give hugs to the mascot. So we had parents pushing kids out of the way, yelling at kids to let their kids go first, and even lifting their kids over the crowd so they didn't have to wait. We could have 200 kids at the same time in the restaurant sometimes, so yeah, it would be difficult if people didn't respect each other. And as we all know, following the subreddit, not everybody does. Now, enter the entitled parent. A real, can I speak to the manager, Karen. She and her family came to the hotel fairly often, and she would always do something stupid and act entitled. The year before, she chased a bunch of kids out of the bouncy house so her kids could have it all to themselves. So we knew to watch out for her. This day there was a conference and a holiday, so the restaurant was packed and the mascot could in no way go through there. So we made a line for the kids who wanted Hugsy, and the line entitled parent was having none of that for her precious little angels. I was saying hello to a kid in a wheelchair, so that took some time. An entitled parent went straight to the kid and the parent who were first in line. I was in the mascot costume, but I could clearly hear Karen's nasal voice. Hello, my family and I are in the middle of dinner and we wanted to say hello to the mascot as quickly as possible, so we have to go in front of you. The little girl's dad said clearly, we are in the middle of dinner too and we were here first. Sorry, but your kids have to wait in line like everyone else. That won't do. Come here, entitled kid, and say hello to the nice mascot. She was also trying to get past the kid in the wheelchair now. The dad said, you are not allowed to just go past everyone else. Be an example to your kid and learn some manners. Ouch. I knew entitled parent enough to know this would be a situation, and I squeezed my companion's arm and she stepped in. Sorry, but you have to go through the back of the line. Everyone here needs to do that. Karen got angry real fast. You do not talk to me like that, you. Let's say she called her a female dog for the younger readers. She kept arguing with my companion and some other parents and getting more loud. The manager, of course, heard her and ran over. Manager, you need to go out of the restaurant now. And Karen refused, and the manager strictly but firmly took a hold of her arm and said, please come out with me for a while. At that point, Karen started screaming at her, and the waiter came and took her other arm, and they were ready to take her out of the restaurant and away from the kiddos. When manager and waiter started to move, Karen went ape and started kicking and actually kicked the young girl in the face. Okay. I mean, at what point in your life do you get, what kind of life do you have to get at that point where it means so much to you to cut in line to get a hug from a mascot? I mean, what type of a person would do that? How sad must your life be to actually do that? The dad of the young girl was quite a big fella, of course. He almost attacked Karen, but took care of his daughter first and foremost, thank God. She had a broken nose. Oh my God. So Karen actually broke that little girl's nose because they wouldn't let her cut in line. What kind of a grown-up person, what kind of a human that breathes air and drinks water does that? The young girl's mom came over and took care of the young girl, and the dad went after the manager, waiter, and the Karen from hell. The police were of course called and charges were pressed against Karen. She was also thrown out of the hotel with her family. I don't feel bad for her husband, he was an idiot too, but I did feel bad for the kids. The 4-year-old girl who was kicked in the face still had a small scar on her nose the last time she came to the hotel, but thank God nothing more, and she didn't seem to be scared to be there. I always took a little extra good care of her after that episode. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to Karen after that with the police and all, but I never saw her again, and thank God for that. Okay, so this one was, yeah. Like I always say, I really do hope that some of these stories are just made up and like we're reading it, we're having fun, but I really do hope that they're either made up or exaggerated, because I'm terrified of the idea that people like that exist. Anyway guys, this was it for today. So if you like today's stories, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I'll make sure to create newer episodes. I'll try to upload every day, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you.